I don't even know when that cigarette. Hey Abe, remember that time I super chatted you $100? Isn't that funny? Not Linda, Brenda made a point the other day of searching your name, of showing your thing. Let's see what we got going on here. There is something I wanted to discuss because where did I see that comment? Let me go over here. There's my buddy. This is my buddy here, David Buldo. I want to discuss something because you know me, I like read into everything after someone who has been mercifully, I can't even talk. My brain hurts. I'm tired. I'm fixing to take a nap. But someone who's been trolled as much as me, mind fucked on here as much as me, you kind of read a little bit into everything. And then some things you can kind of say, okay, and kind of work through it. Because after over 1,000 days, my brain has adapted to this, if that makes any sense, which it probably don't unless you're certain people. But anyway, I was going through this. Let's see what's David been up to. Okay. Um, I always look at this stuff and read into it because because I remember somebody saying something before, and I'm very like, that's why I'm not worried about anything because I've never like searched or looked at anything with minors or done anything like that. I like manly men, dad bods, hairy and huge cocks. I don't like feminine twinks even. I like hair and men, you know what I mean? So I don't even like little skinny, like I watch porn with them getting railed by a big dick, but it's not anything, you know what I'm saying? So, the only thing, because I racked my mind and racked my mind why they would try to insinuate any kind of like unlegal, you know what I mean? Like any kind of pedo accusations. And I remember back, do you remember back when I was like scrolling and trying to aggravate Stewie about big dicks or whatever? And I like started typing all those things like guys with bulges, guys, whatever. And I kept posting all those things. And there's only that video with the guys in the well. And this is on YouTube, not 18. It was just kids and a guy in a well. That's the only thing. And then this Tello Starlight posted that one guy on her community page. And I watched all those. She had watched it a million times. I went and watched them all and searched him. And I typed in even in Google, how old is, whatever his name was, the Brazilian something. He was smoking a cigarette in his viral video where he went famous. So he's at least 18. You know what I mean? He's smoking a cigarette. So those are the only two things that I can think of that would have any kind of anything related to that. Because it's just that's why I have every device. I've always just liked manly men, straight kind of looking men. You know what I mean? So and kids don't have hair and big balls. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I could think of that they would try to insinuate. And that's why I have no fear in regards to that, because that's never been my thing, or you know what I mean? So that doesn't bother me. Oh, and Brian K too. I had posted over there on Twitter. This is how I know people were looking at the cams, that it was the cams, my Wise cams. And this is because I would go over there. Do you remember, Brian K, when you trolled me? I'd like reset my factory reset my phone, like I think it was on the third time. And you had posted a stream and it had a picture of the guy from, what was it, Andy Griffith holding the old style phone, and you're like, three times whatever, it's not gonna matter, ha ha ha, or whatever. And then I went back later and you had changed the picture. And you did that too with my like a guy painting at a desk because my friend Christy, her husband, is an artist part-time. And I went to my front door one morning. I got up and Amazon had dropped the package, and it was something I wanted to bring in right then, something expensive or whatever the reason was. And I had black boxer briefs on, and I had a raging boner because I had just woke up. Just woke up. So I had a raging boner. So I went to the front door, probably with no shirt on, just that. And I went through there and walked out the front door there with my raging boner and my black shorts. And I pulled the stuff in and I come back in my house. Well, I think it was that night I had went, or maybe maybe the next morning, whenever, when I went back to Brian K's, and he had posted a thing. I forget what the stream was, or like a stream was going to start, whatever it was, and it was like a boner in black underwear. Well, then I was like, ooh, those motherfuckers. But then I was still debating between, was it my phone that was hacked, or was it you know what I mean? I still was in a state of like just craziness at that point. So anyway, to make a long story short, then later when I went back to look at it, he had changed the thumbnail. Changed the thumbnail on me, sure did, because he knew I had went back and looked. So, and Brenda, you're like, oh, we won that part. If you think getting a spyware or snapping a picture or video or whatever of me masturbating with rubber bands on my balls is a win for you, then you are as nutty as that fugitive, Brenda. How is that a win for you? That makes you look like complete shit. It makes you look like shit, not me. I was embarrassed, but then I shouldn't be embarrassed because it was done to me, Brenda. I was victimized by you and the fugitive and your friends. So if that's a win for you, then hey, Bridget, hey, yeah, I played with my ass with a vibrator, silver thing, and had to, yeah. So how does that make me look bad? Because I wouldn't want to see what you do in the privacy of your bedroom, Bridget, or Lindy, or Baby Tooth, or you, Brian K. So how does that make me look bad? How is that a win for you? How is that a win for you, Brenda? Hearing me inside my home from those nanny cams, how is that a win for you, Brenda? How? That makes you look like a piece of shit that don't know your boundaries. It makes JT look like a piece of shit that doesn't know his boundaries, Brenda. It doesn't make me look bad. I was in my home, in the privacy of my home. It just blows my mind, and that's what I think. It doesn't matter who's right, who's wrong, who has proof, who doesn't. None of that matters. It matters who you can rally, who you can convince to join your team. And they had a very, very, very long head start of me, and I was a drunk piece of shit because I am a piece of shit normally, but when I'm drunk, it's even worse. Just like mom. So I looked horrible, and I was in a horrible place, and they beat me fucking down at my fucking worst and made fun of me. That's not nice, people. That's not good, people. You can have every person in all these communities on your side. It doesn't make what you did right. Lindy proved that because Corey proved everything that was ever said about Lindy was true, and no one gave a literal fuck. No one gave a fuck. So that's really all there is to say. I'm like just chilling out today, and now that I'm properly medicated and I'm for once finally in my right mind, I can go look at that shit now and decipher this, that, and the other thing, and not let it affect me like it used to, because it did bring harm on me. So congratulations, Brenda. You won the biggest piece of shit in the world award with your friends. Congratulations. I don't want to see what you do in your room. And any man that wants to see what I did or talk to me like that, then they've got some issues they need to work out. Jeremy Vollmer, and other people I won't even name. You need to work it out if you even. I don't want to hear or troll a woman about her sticking her fist or her fingers or anything in her vagina because I don't like vaginas. So if you think it's funny or want to read about me doing anything to my butthole or my dick, then you need to really evaluate your sexuality. And that's all there is to it. I've been saying that whatchamacallit, John Thompson's a homo forever. I've been saying it. Everybody said it for years. He's a little fairy. Aren't you, JT? You showed your bulge on here in those blue underwear and your Speedos in the bathroom because you're a weirdo, JT. You go to people's homes, JT. You have a problem. All the people that are like-minded find themselves in the end. Corey Briggs, John Thompson, Beth Roche, Mara, all those people, and that's where Lindy belongs. My life has improved 1,000,000 times, Lindy, since you've been out of it. How's yours improved? You're still a fugitive, and you're still with a man you don't want to be with. So how's your life improved? Mine's improved 1,000,000 times over. 1,000,000 times. I learned from this. What have you learned, Lindy? Nothing. That you're a liar and that you'll never change. And that your image and what people think of you means everything to you. And without that, you have nothing. I don't care what I learned through this, Lindy. I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I care what I think about me. So congratulations, y'all won a fucking fugitive. You're the stupid criminal award you won too. So anyway, Brian K, I hope you are doing well, good sir. I hope you are feeling well. I think I did run across your most current mugshot. Uh, let's see your little wiener, Brian K. Let's see it. I'll give you another $100. Let's see your. We've seen David Bulldo's little wiener. It's probably about the size of mine, right, David Bulldo? I think Steve Blue Waffles posted your little wiener before, didn't he? So let's see your little wiener. You're what, about 5'4"? Huh, Brian K? How tall are you, boy? Come over here and talk to me. I'll give you some free AIDS, Brian. Come on. What's been going on? Did you and Dina make up? You and Dina make up, Brian. She's a nutty bitch, ain't she? She sure is. She is one nutty bitch. I might have tried to catfish a clip channel guy on the internet, but I wasn't trying to catfish the whole world, Dina. Over there at you, or even at your work with that CGI shit running girl all hunched over and contorted your body so you look like you weighed 120 pounds. If you are that insecure about yourself that you would sit there and contort yourself and do all that in your place of employment, then you got issues you need to sit down with a psychiatrist about, Dina. We already see you have a bad choice in men. One was convicted for our child porn, which I still say reevaluate that case with you because you're that nutty. You're a narcissist. You let that man get all methed up and you sat there and hit record and triggered him just like my mom did to me. That's what narcissists do, Dina. Just because Harold was a piece of shit, you know what I mean? Here's all that meth. You did that. I still think you could have planted that shit. He was so fucked out of his mind, he wouldn't know if he did it or not, Dina. You might have put spyware on his thing. You never know. I honestly believe that whole thing should really be gone through with a fine tooth comb because it just all smells fishy to me, especially with what I know now. So, what else is going on? That's about it. But really, I hope you are doing very good, Evil Abe. Every time I see Abraham Lincoln, I think of you. I sure do. I sure do. There was something else. What else did you troll me about? It was the AIDS thing, and of course Barbie. I don't know why I said that was a picture of Barbie and me merged. That was a picture of me, I think, tweaked with some stuff on. I remember Barbie saying, "Oh, I did it on TikTok." That's because the last picture I had in my pictures folder was a screenshot from TikTok because I have been consistent and honest about the trolling that was done to me, the suicide trolling by these people. So all I want is the world to know the truth. And I'm on that mission, and I have dedicated the rest of my life, however long that may be, to screaming it from the rooftops, to telling anybody that will listen, to traveling around the country and spreading the word eventually. So that's about it. But you have a good one, Brian, and thanks for showing everybody what a piece of shit you are. Jake, thanks for showing everybody what a piece of shit you are. Congratulations, you won a fugitive felon baby snatcher. Congratulations. And I won the fucking truth. And the truth wins every fucking single time. So bye. I'm going to go back to my life and lay here in depression and sadness because what y'all did to me. You had no right to do that to me. And you'll be paying it for the rest of your lives because I'll never let you forget. Bye, y'all.